This is another edition of the Addicts Devotional for December the 13th, and it's entitled, I Became Poor. As I'm doing my own personal devotions, I am reading about Christ prior to his death, how he rode an ass into Jerusalem. The text goes on to say how he became poor for our sake. For the first time, I had to acknowledge, just as Jesus depended upon alms in order to live, although he could have called angels to provide for him, even to borrow the ass upon which he rode. I have been made like him in this respect. For my previous riches and comfort of life, I too have had to become poor, depending upon the goodness of friends, in order to acknowledge who he is to me and the blessings he daily provides. I became poor. I can honestly say I do not like being in this state, but if it helps me to understand how to depend upon God for my living, and this is the method he is using to draw me closer to him, then I must find contentment, believing and trusting he knows what is best for me. We're told riches come with their problems, and I know it too. When things are going so well, I didn't pray as often as I pray now. I didn't depend upon God then as I do now, so is being poor worth it? Yes, it is. We read God will provide even your daily bread, but how will we know this is a fact in our lives unless we're in straits and cannot provide for ourselves, allowing him to fulfill the promise we read so easily and take for granted? So I became poor, and now I know it is true. There are few words which are positive which could be said for addiction, but it is through addiction I have come to know God so much better than those days of affluence. If Christ could go through the cross experience for me, can I not go through the addiction experience for him? It has been worth becoming poor so I might enjoy the riches of being with him in glory. The closing thought: the cross and addiction both are a struggle, but if they have a purpose of bringing us closer to each other and God, then it is worth it. Now go and have yourself a profitable and fulfilling day.